Now we will take up resonating structures and resonance effect. We'll also take hyperconjugation and types of organic reactions. So first we are taking resonating structures. These two are resonating structures of benzene. Why do we need resonating structure of benzene? Because single structure of benzene cannot explain all the properties of benzene. Let's take up example. Now if we take this as a structure of benzene, then we find there is a single bond and double bond alternatively. So there should be two types of bond. One should be single bond whose bond length is 1.54 Armstrong, and other should be double bond which is whose bond length is 1.34 Armstrong. But actually we find that in benzene all the bonds are equal and the bond length is 139 picometer, which is in between the 134 and 154 picometer. It means that benzene cannot be represented by single structure and we have to represent by two structures. Now actually structure of benzene is neither one nor two but in between the two, which is called resonance hybrid. So resonating structures are also called canonical forms or contributing structures. They are hypothetically and individually they do not represent any real molecules. Only they are with the help of resonating structures we will be able to explain the properties of that particular compound. So the benzene is resonance hybrid of structure 1 and 2, and that resonance hybrid has got structure in between the two, that is in which all the pi electrons are delocalized. It has 6 pi electrons which are delocalized and all the bonds are equal and they are in between single bond and double bond, and the bond length is in between that of double bond and single bond. Next, we are taking resonating structure of nitromethane. Here we have got one pi bond and this is coordinate bond. Coordinate bond means that the pair of electron is donated by oxygen but shared by both. Now since oxygen is more electronegative, so this acquires a slightly negative charge, this nitrogen acquires positive charge. This lone pair of electron from oxygen takes part in pi bond formation so that this positive charge should disappear and this pi electron shifts to oxygen atom. So this oxygen will become negatively charged. This nitrogen will become positive charge again because these pi electrons have shifted to oxygen, and here we will have double bond. So these two are resonating structure of nitromethane. Why do we need resonating structure of nitromethane? Because these two bond lengths are found to be same, and that can only be explained with the help of resonance. However, it is known that two NO bonds of nitromethane are of same bond length, and that bond length is intermediate between single bond and double bond. That is why we take the help of resonance to explain this observation. The actual structure of nitromethane is therefore resonance hybrid of two canonical forms or two resonating structures 1 and 2. The energy of the actual structure of the molecule, that is resonance hybrid, is lower than that of any of the canonical forms because the resonance hybrid is more stable, and the difference in energy between the actual structure of the molecule and the lowest energy resonating structure or most stable resonating structure is called resonance stabilization energy or simply resonance energy. For example, the difference between the energy of resonance hybrid of benzene and two structure of resonating structure of benzene which are equally stable, this difference is called resonance stabilization energy or simply resonance energy. The more the number of important contributing resonating structures, the more will be resonance energy. Resonance is particularly important when contributory structures are equivalent in energy. Let's take up examples. Let's write resonating structure of acetate ion and show the movement of electrons by curved arrowheads. This is acetate ion. In acetate ion, this oxygen is negatively charged and it has got three lone pair of electrons. This lone pair of electrons takes part in double bond formation. This pi electron shifts to oxygen so that oxygen will have 6 electrons and become negatively charged. In this process, this carbon should become positively charged, but this negative charge, this pair of electron takes part in double bond formation, so carbon positive charge is gone. And similar movement can take place again, which is shown in the second resonating structure to get first. That's why we represent resonating structure by double arrowhead, which means that this structure can change into this and the second structure can change into first. Why do we think of resonance in acetate ion? Because the carboxylate ion bond lengths are equal. These two carbon oxygen bond lengths are equal, which is only possible if it exists in resonating structures. Now we are going to write the resonating structure of acrolein. The popular name of this compound is acrolein and IUPAC name is prop2-ene1-ul. And we have to also predict the relative stability of the contributing structure. This is the first structure of acrolein where we have shown CHO bond. There is carbon-oxygen double bond with two lone pairs and this bond is formed between hydrogen. This part is as it is. Now, while writing resonating structure, what is happening? This pi electron is shifting to this position to form double bond here. When this pi electron shifts to this position, this carbon will acquire positive charge, which is shown here. And this pi electron will shift to oxygen so that oxygen will become negatively charged. This positive charge and this pi electron from here will make it neutral and you will get second resonating structure. For getting third resonating structure, this pi electron is shifting to this position so that this carbon becomes negatively charged. And these pi electrons form double bond here. Here oxygen will acquire positive charge because oxygen has donated a pair of electron. And here there is positive charge on oxygen. Here carbon is negatively charged and this is the third resonating structure of acrolein. Now stability point of view, first is most stable because there is no charge separation. Second one is more stable than third because here oxygen is negatively charged, which is more electronegative, and carbon is positively charged, which is less electronegative. That's why it is more stable as compared to third. Third is least stable because oxygen is positively charged, which is more electronegative atom, whereas carbon is negatively charged, which is less electronegative atom. So if more electronegative atom is positively charged and less electronegative element is negatively charged, it becomes least stable. Next we are taking explain why the following two structures 1 and 2 cannot be major contributors to real structure of methyl acetate or methyl ethanoate. We write this structure like this where carbon is positively charged, oxygen is negatively charged, and here we show carbon double bond, oxygen has positive charge and this oxygen has negative charge. These two structures are less important contributors as they involve charge separation. Charge separation means this positive charge and this negative charge. Here we have positive charge, here negative charge. Whenever there is positive and negative charge, we call it charge separation. Additionally, the first one is less stable because this carbon octet is not complete. And if anywhere octet is incomplete, the structure becomes unstable. This structure is unstable because more electronegative oxygen has positive charge. Here also it is negatively charged, here also is negative charge, but this positive charge on oxygen make it less stable because electronegative oxygen atom cannot have positive charge, or if it has positive charge, it cannot be stable. Next, we are taking positive resonance effect. The transfer of electron away from an atom or substituent group attached to the conjugated system is called positive resonance effect. This electron displacement makes certain position in the molecule of high electron density. This effect is observed in all electron releasing groups. Let's take up the example of aniline in which amino group is electron releasing. Why amino group is electron releasing? Because nitrogen has lone pair of electron. This lone pair of electron, it donates for double bond formation here. When electrons are donated for double bond formation, nitrogen will acquire positive charge. And these pi electrons will shift to ortho position. This position is called ortho position, which is number 2. when this position will have negative charge. So we have negative charge here due to the shifting of pi electrons, double bond due to shifting of lone pair in the formation of double bond, and nitrogen acquires positive charge. Now there will be delocalization of negative charge. How? These pi electrons will shift to para position. Fourth position is called para position. This end will become positive charge. This positive and negative will share electrons to form double bond. So double bond is formed here. This double bond was already there. This double bond was already there, and positive charge on nitrogen was there. We have negative charge on para position. Now we have here this pair of electron. This pair of electron takes part in double bond formation, and this pi electrons will shift at ortho position. So here ortho position you will have negative charge. This end becomes positive charge. This positive and negative share electron to form this double bond. So we have double bond here, and here we have got negative charge at ortho position. Here positive charge along on nitrogen and double bond. Fifth resonating structure is not shown here. It is simply opposite to this, that is position of double bond will be changed. This double bond will come here, this double bond will come here, this double bond will come here, and here we will get single bond again and a pair of electron back. So it's just a similar structure to this, but position of double bond is different. Now these resonating structures or these type of resonating structures are shown by all the groups which are electron releasing. How we decide that these groups are electron releasing? If they have lone pair of electron, they are electron releasing. Or if they are alkyl groups, they are electron releasing. Remember that when electron releasing groups are attached to benzene ring, electron density will be maximum at ortho and para position. And that is why electrophilic substitution reactions will take place at ortho and para position, which we'll take up later. Next, we are taking negative resonance effect. This effect is observed when transfer of electron is towards the atom or substituent group attached to the conjugated system. Here we have got nitro group attached with benzene ring. Nitro group is electron withdrawing. How we decide this is electron withdrawing or electron releasing? Releasing was having lone pair of electron which it was ready to donate to the benzene ring. Here nitrogen is attached with more electronegative oxygen which will become negative charge, and these pi electrons have shifted to oxygen, so oxygen becomes negatively charged, and this nitrogen should become positive charge, but this pi electron from benzene ring results in the formation of double bond, and we get positive charge at ortho position. Now this positive charge at ortho position can be neutralized by these pi electrons, and here you will get double bond, and here this corner will become positive charge, or this carbon will become positive charge. So we have parallel double bonds, positive charge at para position, and this nitro group is polarized as it is. Now we have pi bonds. These pi bonds will take part in double bond formation. So ortho position will have positive charge. So positive charge has been delocalized. This part remains the same. Final fifth resonating structure, if you want to write, this pair will take part in double bond formation here, and this electron will come back to this position to form pi bond. So you will get a structure without any charge, and position of double bond will become different or alternate as compared to the first resonating structure. These type of structures will be possible in all groups which are electron withdrawing. Electron withdrawing means which are attached to more electronegative atom, so that there is a positive charge on the atom which is attached to benzene ring, and they become electron withdrawing. So, and whenever electron withdrawing group is present on the benzene ring, there will be positive charge at ortho and para position. It means electrophile cannot attack ortho and para position. So instead of ortho and para position, they will attack at meta positions where electron density is comparatively higher. So electrophilic substitution reaction will take place at meta position in all the compounds, benzene compounds, where electron withdrawing groups are attached. Let's take up what are electron releasing groups or what are electron withdrawing group, or which groups will show positive resonance effect. Those who are electron releasing group will show positive resonance effect. Examples are halogens, means chlorine, bromine, iodine and fluorine. OH, oxygen has lone pair of electrons. OR, oxygen has lone pair of electron, OCOR, oxygen has lone pair, NH2, nitrogen has lone pair, NHR, nitrogen has lone pair, NR2, electron pair, lone pair is there on nitrogen, and NHCOR also nitrogen has lone pair. So all of them are electron releasing groups and they will show positive resonance effect. Minus R effect, that is negative resonance effect, will be shown by carboxylic acid, aldehyde, ketone, cyanide, nitro group. In all of them, the carbon is attached to more electronegative atom, so that this carbon which is attached to benzene ring becomes positive charge and it withdraws electron.